The following is a presentation of Paola Sports Live. It's time for Panther Sports. On your new home for Paola High School athletics, Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group. Hers Incorporated. Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. And Miami County Dance Movement. This is Paola Athletics. On your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.
And good Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the weekend, and welcome, can you believe it, to a night of high school football here in Paola as the Paola Panthers welcome in the Bonner Springs Braves here in the inaugural broadcast of Paola Sports Live. My name's BJ Harris, along with you as we settle in for this night of high school football. It has been a long time coming. It hasn't really been. It's been the exact same time as we normally would have waited. It just seems longer because of all the uncertainty, and one of the features of that uncertainty is the fact that everybody's squeezing in that senior night festivities in game number one. They're going to be doing that here this evening as well, and so we'll have that for you in just a little bit. Tonight's matchup does feature the Paola Panthers against the Bonner Springs Braves. The Paola Panthers currently right now, according to kpreps.com, the number 2 ranked team in Class 4A, coming off an 11-1 season in 2019. By all accounts, probably the number 2 team ending last year, falling, of course, to Bishop Miege in the sub-state championship. They were injury-laden late in the season, and that led to not the outcome that they expected but hoped for. 11-1, still a really good year. Some key players will not be on the field. Connor Haas, one of those guys who graduated. Clay Essex as well. Guys that are not returning, in fact, a lot, and we'll hear from Coach in just a little bit as he kind of outlines some of those players that he is filling in holes. He's still got some question marks. There's some guys that are probably going to earn a spot in their play tonight, a permanent spot in the varsity, but they do know who their quarterback is. That's Garrett Williams, 6 foot, 185-pound senior. Average, or had 750 yards rushing, 750 yards passing. That's pretty good. 25 touchdowns as well, as he led the way last year as a junior. Now in a senior season, they're going to need a lot from him. Bonner Springs, they're coming off a 7-3 season a year ago as well. They lost to Bishop Miege, both teams into their season. Theirs was in the first round of the playoffs. But they lost their big running back, Bryce Crone, who ran 33 times against the Panthers last year when the Braves fell here against Paola 48-21. New head coach for the Braves. We talked to Coach Dumpert a little bit as well as about some of the unknowns you have with a new first-year head coach. But all in all, we're here on a Friday night getting ready to hook it up with some high school football, and it doesn't get much better than that. A lot to get to, a lot to talk about as we get closer to kickoff. As I mentioned, we will have senior night festivities coming up in just a little bit as we will get things going in this one. Do appreciate all the support here in Paola. It's been tremendous to get going and bringing this product to you all, and excited about the future and what it all holds as we will cover as many games as we possibly can, and do want to get more information out to you all about some of the broadcasts we'll have coming up for you. But the task at hand right now are the Bonner Springs Braves, and we'll have that game for you in just a little bit. We'll take our first break. When we return, we will have your senior night festivities right here on the Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura Orthodontics pregame show on your home for Panther Athletics, Paola Sports Live.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Back out here to Paola High School, getting set for this game. They are started their senior night activities here. We'll turn it over to PA announcer Jeff Hines as he introduced the seniors here for the class of 2021.
Undecided. Number 53, Isaac Brackner. The son of Glenn and John Brackner. After graduation, Isaac plans to attend Kansas State University to major in physical therapy. Number 18, Colin Solano. The son of Chris and Angie Solano. After graduation, Colin's plans are currently undecided. Number 32, Jack Earlywine. Son of Travis Earlywine and Jennifer Wright. After graduation, Jack plans to attend Baker University on scholarship to play baseball and major in business and trade. Number 26, Carson Gleghorn. The son of Andy and Julie Gleghorn. After graduation, Carson plans to attend college, where he plans to wrestle and study towards a career in aviation. Number 33, Ian Hyde. The son of Blake and Maria Hyde. After graduation, Ian plans to attend Creighton University to major in business. Number 5, Gunnar Jeffries. Son of Darren and Marianne Jeffries. After graduation, Gunnar plans to attend Pittsburgh State University to major in business. Number 1, Jake Carr. Son of John and Lisa Carr. Jake's plans after graduation are still undecided. Number 3, Andy Linder. Son of Jade and Amber Linder. After graduation, Andy plans to attend college and play football. Number 2, Isaac Myers. Son of Brent and Brandy Myers. After graduation, Isaac plans to attend Kansas State University. Number 71, Dylan Miller. Son of Jeff and Wendy Miller. After graduation, Dylan's plans are currently undecided. Number 67, Alan Puser. Son of Mark Puser and Angela Keith. After graduation, Alan plans to attend a trade school with Caterpillar to become a heavy diesel mechanic. Number 20, Brock Pitzer. The son of the late Michael Pitzer and Melinda Pitzer. After graduation, Brock's plans are undecided. Number 14, Bo Robinson. Son of Dave and Jenny Robinson. After graduation, Bo's plans are still undecided. Number 78, Daquan Rogers. Son of Eric and Tashika Emery. After graduation, Daquan plans to attend college where he hopes to play football and major in business. Number 16 is Ryan Sloan. Son of Mark and Lisa Sloan. After graduation, Ryan's plans are undecided. Number 64, Carter Stanchfield. Son of Colby and Elizabeth Stanchfield. After graduation, Carter plans to attend a university and play football. Number 6, Nick Walker. Son of Donnie and Tina Walker. After graduation, Nick plans to attend college to major in political science. And number 10, Garrett Williams. Son of Mark and Kenda Williams. After graduation, Garrett plans to attend college and major in engineering.
We are in the midst of the pregame show, getting ready for this one as the Paola Panthers get ready to take on the Bonner Springs Braves, doing some senior night festivities here in game number 1 for the Paola Panthers. They introduced all the football players as they will now introduce some of the other fall sports and fall activities. We'll have those as well. The football team introduced. They'll give hugs and kisses to moms and dads, and then they're going to go play some high school football, which is fantastic, certainly, for this. We still got a lot to get to here on the pregame show. We'll let the rest of these fall sports and fall activities get introduced, and then we'll talk with the head football coach of the Paola Panthers, Mike Dumper, when we continue here on the pregame show, as we'll turn it back over here shortly to the PA announcer and Jeff Hines to introduce the rest of these seniors. Lewisburg Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. If you're looking for internet, Go Brawley, you need to check them out. Those guys are fantastic. Jumped on board with us to support this endeavor here in Paola. And if you're in the rural area here around this school district, then I encourage you to check out Go Brawley. Here's the rest of these fall sports, fall activities here on senior night.
Catherine Escobar is the daughter of Becky Escobar, and after graduation, Catherine is planning to attend the Design Institute of San Diego to major in interior design. Emily Gage, the daughter of Dirk and Paula Gage. After graduation, Emma plans to attend California Polytechnic State University and major in business administration. Taylor Worthy, the daughter of Scott and Alicia Worthy. After graduation, Taylor plans to attend Culver Stockton College, where she's committed to play softball and major in psychology. Our last dance team senior and first band senior is Abby Cook, the daughter of Kevin and Jennifer Cook. After graduation, Abby plans to attend a cosmetology school, become an aesthetician. Ann Baltzel, the daughter of Brad and Marty Baltzel. Ann's plans after graduation are currently undecided. Tabitha Cantrell, the daughter of Paul Cantrell. After graduation, Tabitha plans to attend Columbia College Chicago or the University of North Carolina School of the Arts and major in technical directing with an emphasis in set design and lighting. Kinsey Dillard, the daughter of Melissa Berry. Kinsey's plans after graduation are undecided. Sela Hadel, the daughter of Ross and Joanna Hadel. After graduation, Sheila plans to attend Colby Community College to get her veterinary technician degree. Cora Jakowski, the daughter of Anthony and Christina Jakowski. After graduation, Cora plans to find a good paying job to start her life and hopes she can still incorporate color guard with everything she does. Delana Johnston, the daughter of April Butler and the late James Chris Johnston. After graduation, Delana plans to attend Johnson County Community College and minor in photography and then go on to Pittsburgh State to major in graphic design. Elizabeth Oberheide, the daughter of Wayne and Jenny Oberheide. After graduation, Elizabeth plans to attend the University of Kansas and major in pharmacology. Kinsey Roberts, the daughter of Levi Roberts and Casey Taylor. After graduation, Kinsey plans to attend Johnson County Community College to study early childhood education. Our last band senior is also our first cheer senior this evening, and that's Justice Quillen, the daughter of Steve Quillen and Jessica Wingate. After graduation, Justice plans to attend Fort Scott Community College and major in nursing, then do the Kansas University Bridge program for her bachelor's in science of nursing. Nikki Bates, accompanied this evening by Dan Welch. After graduation, Nikki plans to attend the Theater Arts Preparatory School in Las Vegas, Nevada on a dance scholarship. Taylor Murdoch, the daughter of Curtis and Dee Dee Murdoch. After graduation, Taylor plans to attend Johnson County Community College and major in business finance. Aaliyah Russell, the daughter of Travis and Kathy Russell. After graduation, Aaliyah plans to attend the University of Arkansas and major in chemistry. Our next two cheer seniors are also representing the girls tennis team tonight. They are Lindsay Bodecker, the daughter of Doug and Serenity Bodecker. After graduation, Lindsay plans to attend college and major in entrepreneurship with a minor in business marketing. Olivia Meredith, the daughter of Brian and Lacey Meredith. After graduation, Liv plans on attending the University of Kansas to major in marketing and to minor in French. Final tennis senior of the evening is Skylar Markovich, the daughter of Brian and Connie Markovich. After graduation, Skylar plans to attend college. Now our cross-country seniors. Emma Barrett, the daughter of Tom and Jamie Barron. After graduation, Emma plans to attend college and major in journalism. Darian Hudgens, the daughter of Sean and Sherry Hudgens. After graduation, Darian plans to attend college, where she plans to continue running cross-country and track where she will major in exercise science. Marina Johnson, the daughter of Ryan and Lori Johnson. After graduation, Marina plans to run cross-country and track for Fort Hays State University and major in communication sciences and disorders. Jordan McFarlane, the son of Stu and Kathy McFarlane. After graduation, Jordan plans to attend the Colorado School of Mines and major in applied sciences. And our final senior is Riley Pratt, the daughter of Chris and Misty Pratt. After graduation, Riley plans to attend college and major in athletic training.
There's all the seniors here from Paola High School. What a great recognition of those seniors. As if you wondered what all the trepidation and worry and concern about the possibility of canceling sports and canceling activities, that's a really impressive group of young people
congratulating our seniors and their parents one final time. Our 2020
who would have been missing out on a lot of opportunity if they had canceled this year's activities. And so certainly something to consider, and hopefully they understand and appreciate what they're getting an opportunity to do. We'll take another quick break here on the pregame show. Pregame show, again, is brought to you by Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, where they are committed to providing quality health care to families in Lewisburg and the surrounding area. Paola, a comprehensive approach to oral care. Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. Learn more at ironhorsedental.com or drlaurasortho.com. We're back with Coach Dumpert when we return on the pregame show on Paola Sports Live.
For this evening's varsity football game. Please remember these stadium regulations as you enjoy this evening's contest.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call us at
913-247-3530.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me. So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Welcome back to the Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Laura's Orthodontics pregame show. BJ Harris along with you as we get set to kick off the 2020 season as the Paola Panthers welcome in the Bonner Springs Braves. Joining us now, the head football coach of the Panthers, Mike Dumpert. And Coach, I can't believe we're here. We're getting to kick off a football season, albeit against a lot of adversity. Before we kind of get into the nuts and bolts of this ball game, let's look back to the summertime and some of the things your kids have had to do to overcome this adversity and how they responded with some of the changes and kind of how they got themselves in shape ready for this year's season.
Well, PJ, first of all, thanks for having me. We spent the summer starting out by way of CASA recommendation that we had to have 10 conditioning days prior to we could do anything with our teams. So our first 2 weeks in June, that was my major focus because I run the strength program for all the teams in the summer. So my main focus at that time was to make sure that we got the kids up and moving, some calisthenics, some agility, some running. We were not in the weight room at that time, just to make sure that they got used to moving their bodies and had a little bit of a fitness base under them. Once those 2 weeks were gone, we went back to our normal weight room routine for us in the summer, which is Monday through Thursday. We have 4 different sessions the kids can go to. The only really difference is we were lifting with masks on. That was really about it. And the cleaning protocols. We spend as much time, we spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes out of my classes anymore, just wiping, spraying stuff down and making sure it doesn't spread or anything like that.
Well, obviously, it's different, and these kids are dealing with it not only, when they come to school, but everywhere they go. How has that affected morale, or has it? I mean, is it a rallying cry? I mean, what's the mindset of a high school kid right now getting ready to play a football game with some of this stuff they've kind of seen?
That's a great question, and I don't know that I specifically have a great answer right now because it's so early into it.
Sure.
The kids were very excited about getting back and playing, but it's just different in that activities that we often do that pull your kids together and create a family type situation within your own team, eating together, hanging out together. Those type of things are not. As a matter of fact, we're telling the kids, don't hang out with each other once you get out of practice. Go home. And it feels weird. So far, for lack of a better term, it just doesn't seem we have that family feel to our team that has been one of the hallmarks of my team since I've been here. We get them real close. We get them around each other. Yeah. And I'm not saying that won't develop, and I'm not saying that hasn't developed, but I haven't seen it as much. Anytime we have a break in practice, we're 6 feet apart from each other. Mm-hmm. The only time we ever get really next to each other is in a drill or when we're running some type of team situation. And that has made it just feels different. I don't know if I can describe it any better than that. Our kids have stepped up to the plate. They understand what's at stake. They understand that for them to have a season with any kind of success, big factor is keeping everybody there. And we say that all the time, doing our weightlifting and our conditioning so we can stay healthy and we can avoid injuries. Well, this is just an extension of that as far as I'm concerned.
We're talking with the head football coach of the Paola Panthers, Mike Dumpert, here on the Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics pregame show. We're going to step away, take a quick break. We come back, we'll continue our conversation with Coach Dumpert as we turn our attention to the Braves and what it's going to take for Paola to take down Bonner Springs. That's next, right here on Paola Sports Live.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Welcome back to the Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics pregame show here on Paola Sports Live. BJ Harris along with you as we continue our talk with the head football coach of the Panthers, Mike Dumpert, as we discuss what it's going to take with the Braves tonight. It starts on the offensive side of the football for the Panthers, and it starts with the quarterback, Garrett Williams.
The two things that I know that I have back, I have my quarterback and fullback back.
Yeah.
And in an option-driven team, knowing that your mesh point is going to be pretty clean, or at least been practiced, it helps a lot. That's something that's very positive for us. We lost most of our offensive line. We have one, Carter Stanfield is back, who I believe could possibly be one of the better linemen in the league. Other than that, we're filling in with younger kids. We have 6 or 7 guys in competition for the 4 positions on the offensive line. I'm sorry, we have 2 starters back. Both our tackles were back from last year. So the center guard competition is on. We're replacing our tight end. We're replacing our wide receiver. We're replacing both our slot backs. We've got people vying for those positions. You know, they've at times have looked really good in practice. I don't judge much until I see them in a game. But the biggest challenge on the offense right now is the coaching staff has got to get the right people in the right positions. Once we've established that we've done that, then it's a matter of repetition and timing and execution. So to answer your question, yes, we feel very good about our quarterback. The rest of it is done. The rest of it right now is very unknown.
Let's look at the defensive side of the football now, and obviously you want to score, but you want to keep the other guys from doing the same thing. So what do you got coming back defensively, and what's going to be, who are some of your keys on that side of the football?
Well, once again, we got hit pretty hard on the defensive side, too. I lost 4 kids that were all league for 2 years. And starting with my linebackers, of the 3 linebackers I started last year, the 2 that graduated were both multiple league, all league kids. So I do have a returning will linebacker. So we have about 5 kids vying for the other 2, the Sam and the Mike position. For us, a couple of those kids got a lot of reps last year. And so we feel like it's not as much as a growth as it would be in a normal year for those guys. My defensive line returns a 2 DN, so we lose both guys inside. My 3 tech and my shade are both gone, and both those guys were all league players. I lose my safety and my corner, both who were all league players. And so we've got some holes to fill in. Our secondary, we've got to, that's the tough one for us, because anytime you get a school of our size and the numbers we get out, we're not always blessed with speed. The league, I believe, this year will be much, much improved over last year.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the old Frontier League, like it was about 10 years ago, where there's 3 or 4 teams in it that are going to be really, really good.
Let's look at the task at hand. So take a lot of those unknowns that you're talking about on your team, and now you're going to play a team in Bonner Springs with a new head football coach and probably a little unknowns from them as well. As you look at the Braves, what's it going to take tonight to get a win?
Well, you've made a great point. We don't know what they're going to run.
Right.
Anytime you get a new coach, you hope that you maybe see something from a scrimmage in the summer, right, or you get to face them that way. So we don't know at all. And the last 3 years they've played us, we have seen anything from a 3-man front to a 4-man front to a 6-man front on defense. They've been pretty true in their offensive in that they're typically a spread one-back team, like to go doubles, and then they'll motion across to trips, try to run RPOs off of that. I don't know that I've gone into a first game of the season in a number of years with more doubt than as to what they're doing.
Yeah. All in all, we're going to get to play some football here in a little bit. And I don't know about you, but I think it's going to be pretty, I don't know if emotional is the word, but I think there will be a sense of appreciation that perhaps we've overlooked. I think you've been at this long enough. I'm sure you have an appreciation every year you get a chance to do it again. But I hope the kids understand that. I think they will, and I think it's going to be a unique experience. But I'm thrilled to be able to have some football and wish you the best of luck, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Head football coach of the Paola Panthers, Mike Dumpert, joining us here on the pregame show. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Still to come, starting lineups, keys to the game, opening kickoff from Paola. The Panthers taking on Bonner Springs tonight on Paola Sports Live.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast, priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works.
Here we go. Opening kickoff in this one brought to you by Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill, your area Bobcat mower dealer. Kick off next year's mowing season with a great Bobcat mower. Or take your mower in for a full tune-up before you get going next year. They work on all small engines. Hers is also has you covered for hydraulic hoses and cylinder repair. To learn more, go to hersinc.net or call 913-247-3530. Panthers going to be kicking it away from right to left as they're going to kick it deep. Back to return for the Braves, number 3, Jaden Robinson, as well as number 8, James Andrzejewski. And kicking away here for the Panthers is Fletcher Oddie. And it's going to be covered up pretty good by the Panthers all the way down and down at about the 22-yard line. A host of Panthers getting in there. And that's where they will start as Bonner will start at their own. They mark that at the 21.5. We'll call it the 22-yard line, as that's where things will get started here to begin this first quarter. On the opening drive of the 2020 high school football season here for Paola, Bonner's going to spread it around a little bit offensively. You heard Coach talk about that in our pregame interview just a little bit about how they have a tendency to throw the ball quite a bit. Quarterback in there will be for them, Jay Smith. Turn, handoff, or actually keep it for Smith. Going to be a little bit of a gain, maybe a yard or two. They're going to give him just really about a yard, yard and a half. We'll give him 1 yard. And remember, Bonner Springs trying to fill the hole of Bryce Crone. Coach said he carried it 33 times against them last year. He was a load state power lifter and really good. Pistol set for Smith. Send a man in motion. That's Andrzejewski. Looking left all the way. He's got one guy over here. A little bit of a move. Try to double move. Good coverage. All in all, number 6 versus number 6. That's Nick Walker in coverage for the Panthers. Pass intended for Cortland Harvey, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Braves from their own 23-yard line. Opening drive here in this one. Sun setting to the west, this north-south field. Carter Wiley goes in motion. They're going to get to him in the backfield. First guy there for the Panthers, number 53, Isaac Brockner. And Brockner going to pull him down for a huge loss all the way back. It ends up being a about 10-yard loss, 9-yard loss on the play. Audie and Brackner on the sack, and that will bring up a punting situation. The quarterback will stay in as the punter, Jay Smith, and that was nearly blocked. They got a chance at one there. A return nearly hits him, doesn't. He picks it up. Nice return there. Up the middle, Ryan Sloan. Sloan will be brought down by the Braves' number 6, Cortland Harvey, but it's going to be great field position for the Panthers to begin this season offensively, as they will start at the Bonner 43-yard line here with 10:34 to go in this opening quarter. So from the 43-yard line, 2 men in the backfield. Quarterback Garrett Williams going to settle under center. He'll toss sweep near side. Good hole and a block out in front. Down the sideline, it is Giovanni Blackie down to and knocked out of bounds. A big carry and a good block in front. Fletcher Audie, coach talked about having a fullback back, and it is going to be a big help for him as he was leading the charge. A 15-yard pickup on that run by Blackie. And it will be a first down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Turn, handoff, Blackie again off left side, big hole across the 20 up near the 18-yard line. And it's going to be another gain of about 10 yards. They are getting it in chunks right now for Blackie. And it was a big hole. It's going to bring up a second down and short. They are quick to the hole, quick to the ball, hard snap, and a free 5. That was all designed. They went to the snap real quick and get the hard snap. And I did a game last night, Girard and St. Mary's Colgan down in southeast Kansas, and that helped get a couple first downs, crucial for the Trojans, and that's a nice play. You got to be disciplined, certainly early on in the season as well, as the Panthers will turn. It's going to be Williams keeping himself, cuts back against the grain, takes a nice hit there by Carter Wiley, but another big gain. It's going to be a gain of about 9. That time on the quarterback keeper by Williams, and hurry to the line of scrimmage again. Turn up, Williams just steps in behind Audi and runs it behind him right into the end zone by Audi, rather. Audi, the big blocker in front, and Garrett Williams leans on him and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They were in a hurry. I mean, they get to the ball in a hurry. And they strike first on that little dive for Garrett Williams. They're not messing around at all. I mean, they took over. They didn't even hardly run a minute off the clock with all that. Took over with 10:37. They did that in 57 seconds. And now kicking the point after attempt.
Down on the field.
A penalty flag comes in, I think, prior to that snap. They're going to back them up. It's going to be a little bit more of a difficult point after attempt. Now they're going to bring on a different kicker. Now they're going to move it forward. What? Indecision perhaps a little bit from the white hat. Back and forth, and now a different kicker. Not sure what happened there, but into the ball game comes number 25, Fletcher Audie again. Audie going to have basically the block on that off the ground. Audie kick up, and good. And just like that, less than a minute of possession for the Panthers. They kick the point after. It's good. They lead 7-0. 9:37 to go first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football on your new home for Panther Athletics, Paola Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
And they're going to kick it away here to get it back to Bonner. And he'll be brought down across the 20 up to the 25-yard line. As it's a 16-yard return by Alex Amayo.
Trent, the special teams tackle number 21, Leighton Moore.
And that's where Bonner will take over here as they'll start at their own 22. Here with 9:37 to play in this first quarter. Panthers go 5 plays, 43 yards, cap it off on a 7-yard touchdown run by Garrett Williams. Just took 57 seconds off the clock on that drive. PAT was good. I believe what the deal was, Ian Hyde, where's number 27? But he was, or where's number 33 rather, but he was out there at number 27. I think he had to come off. Turn Smith, he is just buried. I mean, they are not holding the line of scrimmage very good. First guy through for the Panthers, number 32, Jackson Earlywine. Jack coming in there and making a hit. And then a bunch of guys right there with him almost simultaneously. And so it's a loss of 3 on the play on the quarterback keeper. They've had about as many negative plays in their first couple drives as they have in their positive plays. Smith, the quarterback. Snap back, going to throw, let it fly out there. There's a guy there, and that is a dangerous situation right there. Closing in a hurry, bringing him down. Pass intended for number 10, Carter Wiley. But good coverage and a nice lick right there by Isaac Myers to disrupt him from the football. And it will bring up 3rd down and 13 on that incomplete pass. That front 3, front 4, when they walk him down, front 4 there is pretty dominant right now. They're not getting a whole lot of push up front. And now it'll be another passing situation here on 3rd and 13. And it's going to be hit. He's going to be brought down. I don't know if that tried to throw it. Was trying to throw it, and on cue almost. A whole bunch of those guys led there on this near side. Demarius Bassett. Also in there, Carter Stanchfield. It's funny, during that pregame interview, if you listen to it, Coach, they're number 2 team right now in Class 4A. Obviously, it's the first game of the year. You don't really know who it is. But if you heard him talk about it, he's like, I don't know what I got. Boy, it's so far pretty impressive. Nearly getting to it again. Fair catch going to be called for and made for the Panthers. Number 16, Ryan Sloan, and that's where they will start again on a very good field position. And I would not be surprised at some point if they get a punt blocked eventually in this ball game, because he is getting real close. So the Panthers will start this drive at their own 41. Braves not even ready. Just to Williams, a snap off the left side, and he is knocked out of bounds. And another big gain there. That was at the 41, all the way inside the 30. And it'll be a gain of about 13 for Williams. And they're right back to line of scrimmage. This is tough to defend if you're the Braves, is hurry up and get back there, because they're going to run, turn around, and hand it right back and run it right at you. Here's a pass, though. A little flip out. Made good, and off he goes. Complete to Brock Pitzer, and Pitzer's going to walk into the house. That's what happens when you get them in a rush where, oh, my gosh, they're just running it, they're gashing it. Great play call there by the Panthers to get Pitzer out in the flat, and it is where that ball was at the 32-yard line. No, it was inside there at the 28-yard line. It's going to be a 28-yard pitch and catch for a touchdown to Brock Pitzer from Garrett Williams. And just like that, not even 3 minutes into this one, not even 4 minutes into this one, the Panthers have a 14-point lead with the point after attempt good, this time by Ian Hyde. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football on Paola Sports Live.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible and dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Paola Panthers have less than 2 minutes time of possession. Maybe a minute and a half, less than a minute and a half time of possession already here in this first quarter, but they already lead 14-0, just gashing Bonner Springs here in this home opener of the 2020 season. And they're going to kick it away. Audie will kick it. And this is going to go out of bounds most likely, and it does. And so this will be the best field position of the night so far for Bonner. Panthers had a 6-play, 43-yard drive, capped off on a Garrett Williams 7-yard plunge. Helped out with Audie in front of him, and then a 2-play, 41-yard drive, capped off on that 28-yard pitch and catch from Garrett Williams to Brock Pitzer. But Bonner, after the ball kicked out of bounds by Paola, really the first miscue of the ball game for the Panthers. And Bonner, that play they had a big run on. They were coming out of the start the drive and weren't back on the field, and Panthers were lined up. They blew a whistle ready to go, and they just took off. They probably got lucky they didn't get scored on right then, but one play later they did, and now the Braves taking plenty of time to get out there to start this drive. Maybe a little bit of a gut check moment, opportunity for their first-year head football coach. And they'll start at the 35-yard line. Pass here from Smith, flinging out there, and it's a little low and away, intended for James Andrew Jeske. Good coverage there by Nick Walker for the Panthers, and they'll bring up a second down at 10. One of the challenges, too, if you're a team like Bonner and you want to pass the ball a lot, things can get real ugly real fast. If you can't protect your quarterback and you struggle, it'll get ugly real fast. There's a quarterback keeper by Smith trying to run her out of the middle. He is going to be hit and brought down. A little bit of a gain on the play tackle made there by Leighton Moore, first guy to make contact for the Panthers. And it will be their best play of the game so far for the Braves, a gain of a little over 4, or a little over 4. We'll call it 3rd down and 6 on that quarterback keeper by Smith. He'll get it again, pistol, turn, handoff. A little bit of a hole briefly, but it is closed in a hurry. Moore there once again. First contact, though, at the line of scrimmage. Nice play there for the Panthers, Carter Stanchfield. And there's some dudes up front for the Paola Panthers that'll turn some heads. There'll be some concerns for some coaches. They're going to go for it on 4th down. This is ill-advised. Now, remember, their quarterback is their punter, and so if they step him back a couple strides, they do. It'll most likely be a quick hit here from the inside the 40, and he'll put a little boot into it, and that's probably actually the best play they've had so far to make the Panthers maybe drive it a little bit. That ball's going to roll all the way inside the 20-yard line, and so on 4th down, they do end up punting it. And it puts the Panthers the deepest they've had. They've had 2 possessions. They've scored on 2 possessions. They've both been inside the 45 of the other team's end. Now they'll start at their own 20. Here with 6:53 to play in this opening quarter, already up 14-0. And it will be a 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Williams will settle under center. Toss near side. He's got Audie. Audie's got some room and a head of steam. I mean, he's getting 7-8 yards downfield before anybody's even making contact. That's going to be a gain of about 13 on the run by Audie. 12 officially is what they give him on that carry. But another 1st down. I mean, they're averaging probably about a 1st down per play right now. Wing to each side. Williams under center. He's going to drop and pass this one, just kind of throw it up top. Try to get beyond that defender, and he cannot. And it was intended for the Panthers' Bo Robinson. Good coverage there by number 3, Jaden Robinson. And that brings up a 2nd down and 10 for Paola from their own 32-yard line, 33-yard line. That's why that was a 13-down carry. They're at the 33. Started at the 20. Williams under center, I formation. Audie the fullback, Blackie the tailback, picking his way through, leaning forward across the 40, up near the 42, 41, 42-yard line. Going to be an 8-yard pickup. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Quickly to the line of scrimmage again, just going to barrel forward and get that first down on 3rd down and 2. Just a quarterback keeper getting up underneath that center and just lean forward just enough for that. They go ahead and give him it. It's right on the line, but they're going to go ahead and give him that first down. It'll move the chains. Longest they've had the football, almost. Right at a minute we're approaching. 6 minutes to go, halfway through this first quarter. Panthers already lead 14-0. Williams rolling, looking, lets it fly, throws it up. He's got a man wide open. It's caught. That's Isaac Myers. Myers on the sidelines across the 30, up near the 25-yard line, down to the 27. That's going to be right at about a 30-yard pitch and catch. About 31-yard pitch and catch there from Williams to Myers. And it'll bring up another first down. Now marching on the Braves once again. Ball at the 28-yard line, 27-yard line. Williams under center. Turn, handoff, Blackie, big hole again. Cuts back, and he is brought down across the 20 up near the 17-yard line. It's going to be another chunk yardage play there. This time almost 10. They give him 9. And it's going to be 2nd down and short for Williams under center. Turn, handoff, Blackie again, up the middle. This time he stopped. Best defensive play of the ball game so far for the Braves. Jay Smith, the first guy to make contact there. As it will be just enough for a first down, however. So as he gets 2 yards, that makes it a first down from the 16-yard line. It'll bring up 1st and 10. They'll look to the sidelines to get the play call. 1 wide receiver near side, 2 wings, 1 in motion. That's Blackie. He'll toss it to him coming near side. He's got Audie out in front of him, picking his block just enough. Boy, a shoestring tackle. Number 44 for them. Peyton Parks got his hand in there just enough. Otherwise, that was going to be walking into the end zone. It's still a gain of 5 on the run. And it's the 3rd carry in a row, the 4th of this drive for Blackie. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Overload set to the right side. Handoff Audie. He breaks 1 tackle. Trying to break another one. He's got the first down up near the 5-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 6 after a gain of about 5 yards on the carry by Audie. As they'll put it right on the nose of the football, right about the 5-yard line. And they're going to line it up here. Under 4 to play now here in this first quarter. This drive started with 6:53 to go. We're 3 minutes into this one. And it's going to be perhaps a call for measurement.
Timeout for measurement.
And it will be a timeout here as they will take it to measure this one. It's going to be close. It's kind of a moot point. They'll probably go for it, and they will likely get it the way they've been moving the line of scrimmage. Area matchups tonight. Tons of great matchups throughout the eastern Kansas area. Northeastern Kansas. North Central or Central East. East Central Kansas, is that where we are? Spring Hill's at Lewisburg just down the road. You watch that game on a couple of our channels, Lewisburg Sports Live, Spring Hill Sports Live, if you want to bounce over there and check it out. Tonganoxie's at Baser Linwood as well. You can watch that one on Tonganoxie Sports Live. KC Piper at Ottawa, Eudora at Baldwin. Those are some of those Frontier League. We'll talk more about that stuff at halftime, maybe try to grab some scores from around the region as well. It gets a first down, so it's 1st and goal just outside the 5-yard line. Quarterback keeper by Williams, trying to get his 3rd of the ball game, and he does. Touchdown. Panthers. It's a 5-yard touchdown run by Garrett Williams. And caps that off 3:36 mark of this first quarter. And Hyde going to come on to kick the point after attempt. And try to make this a 3-score game fully. Snaps back, holds down, kick is on its way. It's low, ugly, but good. And that's all that matters. 21-0 is your score. The Panthers trying to get a route going already here in this first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football on Paola Sports Live.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Paola Panthers go 8 plays, 80 yards. Capped off on a 5-yard touchdown run by Garrett Williams. Giovanni Blackie had a really good drive as well. He had 4 carries on that drive. Panthers take a little over 3 minutes off the clock in it as well. And now they'll kick it away to the Braves. Near side return. And he has gobbled up at about the 25-yard line on that return by James Andrew Juski. And a tackle by Ramey. It'll be across the 25. They give it to the 27-yard line. So that's where Bonner really with no offense to speak of. They would like to have something positive, maybe just get it across midfield. Have a couple positive plays in a row perhaps would make a big difference for them, as they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line with 3:29 to go in this opening quarter.
Great start this drive. 1st down and 10 from their own 27-yard line.
Smith has been just under duress this entire time. Running back to his left side is Robinson. Now they'll switch people out. That's illegal for substitution, I believe. They'll call a timeout in order to get the right personnel on the field. I was talking about some area matchups. We'll talk about more of this again at halftime. But, boy, if I wasn't here tonight, and I'm happy to be here, in fact, just beside myself with excitement to be here. But if I wasn't here, I would be up the road just a little bit at Mill Valley High School as they host Derby, one of the premier matchups in Kansas. I'd say probably one of the premier matchups in the Midwest right now, Derby High School and Mill Valley. Derby is 51-1 over the past 4 seasons. 26 straight victories, 5 straight state championships, 6A, or 5 state championships since 2013, rather. So in the last 8 years, they've won 5 of them. Mill Valley's won 3 state titles, 2015, 2016, and 2019 at the 5A level. And I didn't realize this. I was reading on this story today about this matchup. Well, the head coach for Derby is Brandon Clark. Head coach for Mill Valley is Joel Appleby. They're first cousins. They were college roommates. And so I always wondered how that matchup happened. Well, now I know, because those guys made it happen because they're family. And they have, right now, they're probably the lead of probably the 2 most successful high school football programs in the state of Kansas, certainly at the public school level. And so it's exciting to see that, and I'll be thrilled to see how that ball game works out tonight up there at Mill Valley. I believe they'll play at Derby next year in a home-and-home. So really neat matchup. They played a couple other times already this year. After the timeout on 1st down and 10 from the 27, first play of this drive and nowhere to go, leading the charge, Grant Solano. And Solano right there in a hurry. Helped out by Audie, who come in a hurry as well after that. And it's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. On that run by Robinson. Just never even got going. They're just not getting going. They can't even get momentum, where you see the Panthers on offense are just downhill running. Bonner just has not had much of a push up front. Here's Smith. Doesn't move. Lets it fly. He's got a man. Caught. He'll get back a little bit of that yardage as it's caught by Carter Wiley. Good coverage there by Garrett Williams. First contact to bring him down. It'll be a gain of 3. They'll go ahead and give him 4. So a pitch and catch of a game, a 4-yard pickup on that pass, and it will bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Braves. A wing to the near side, running back just to the right of the quarterback, Smith. He'll roll near side, looking downfield. Plenty of time. Most he's had, he's got a guy as well. Flings it out there and just got him turned around. That was Smith. I think because he's been under so much stress, he needed to just set his feet. He had a guy deep. Number 6 against number 6 again. Nick Walker in coverage. It was intended for Cortland Hervey. And Hervey just kind of got turned around. Big, long, lanky dude. But it brings up 4th down, another punting situation. And another punting opportunity here in this first quarter for the Braves. 2:15 to play in this opening quarter. 21-0. Panthers have just dominated. Low snap now. Now it's going to get from bad to worse. Just trying to get it off, and he will be that will be recorded as a sack on a bad low snap. Tackle made by number 26, Carson Cleghorn, getting in there and making that tackle on that sack, and now the Panthers with their best field position of the ball game, and they've had some good field position already. But they will start at the Bonner 23-yard line. Here with 2:08 to play in this opening quarter. Seems like this quarter's drug on. We're 30 minutes into it. Part of that's just a lot of scoring and incomplete passes by Bonner as well. One wide receiver near side is Caden Ramey. Wings to each side. Williams turn handoff up the middle, and ball comes loose. They're going to be lucky to fall onto it. That was a good play defensively up front. Some of those big guys, I don't know if it was 72 or 75. Jalen Flores or Antonio Caballero, who both had their hand in there. Somebody poked their hand out and knocked that ball loose, and it's going to be just a gain of 1 after the fumble. Going to break up a 2nd down and 9 here for the Panthers. Wings to each side again. Blackie right behind, or Audi rather, right behind him. Counter option. Garrett Williams with a guy. Little stutter, step at the 15, at the 10. Now he puts on the Jets across the 5, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4. It's a good pickup there of about 17 yards on the pickup.
There is a flag down on the field.
18 yards, but they do call a penalty. And this may be against, it is against the Panthers, so that's going to back that up. But it may be a spot foul. We'll see if the result of the play stands and then they mark it at the end there. I didn't see what the call was from the official. So 2nd down and 9 on a 18-yard carry by Williams. It's going to be negated. Actually, it'll be from the spot. So it is going to be just shy of a 1st down.
Replay the down.
And then they replay the down. That's one of those weird ones where you probably should count the play because you got the benefit and marked it from there. But well, I don't know now if now's the time to start rewriting the rule books for high school football. But turn, handoff, Audi, another just hard run. He is a beast of a man to carry. Now they'll get down to the 4-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of about 10 yards down. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line.
Now 1st down, goal to go.
And a 10-yard pickup on 2nd down and 1. Up to the 5-yard line. It'll mark it, and that'll be 1st and goal. Now an offsides penalty going to be against Bonner as they lined up in the neutral zone to start that play.
Offsides on the defense. Penalty half the distance to the goal.
So they'll move it up to the 2.5-yard line and go from there. Williams runs into Audi. Got a man on his back. Boy, got there in a hurry. Williams nearly carried him into the end zone, but he's going to be just short. Good play there for Bonner. One of their better plays defensively for number 20. Amarian Graves, but it's going to be 2nd and goal and just delaying the inevitable, I believe, here. Turn, and it's just going to be an easy quarterback carry, I believe. Yeah, Garrett Williams, another touchdown dive. This one a 1-yarder 3 rushing touchdowns and 1 passing touchdown. That's a pretty good first quarter for Garrett Williams. As they will add to their lead here with 37 seconds to play, leading 28-0 here in this opening quarter. Point after attempt is good. I said I got a little ahead of myself. 27-0. Now 28-0. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football on Paola Sports Live.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Back out here, Paola High School, BJ Harris alongside me, camera operator Corinne Harris, and it has been all Paola in this one so far as the Paola Panthers lead at 28-0. They have just whooped up on them a little bit. And capped it off on a 1-yard Garrett Williams touchdown run. He got 3 rushing and 1 passing touchdown in this ball game, and Adi gonna kick this one away, and he got a little roll, and he has to fall on top of it. That thing caught the sideline, and they were gonna let it go out of bounds, but he lays out of bounds and lays on top of it. They're not gonna have very good field position. Will Bonners, they'll start their own 5-yard line here with 36 seconds to play in this first quarter. As they're going to start all the way back at the 5-yard line. Limited crowds, as we know. There's still a decent amount of people here and wearing masks, doing what they're supposed to do, we hope. Bonner going to be on that far hash at the 5-yard line. Bonner just a little bit out of sorts. First-year head coach. Probably didn't get as much time with his kids as he would have liked to as a first-year head coach. Jay Smith, going to lead the charge once again. His heels on his own goal line. Turn, handoff, and the Panthers smell blood in the water as they hand it off there on that left side for Jaden Robinson, and he just has not much to do. In fact, going to be probably a loss of a yard on that carry by Robinson.
Number 1, Jake Carr there for the defense.
Jake Carr with the tackle for Paola.
Ball carrier was number 3, Jaden Robinson.
2 wide receivers near side. Running back just to the right of Smith is Graves. Send a man across the formation. Going to throw it up once again. They've got him. And he can't make the catch. Intended again. That's been their best target so far. Cortland Hervey hadn't caught anything yet, but he was Hervey was just beyond the hips there of Nick Walker. Not terrible coverage by Walker, but if Hervey could pull that down, that would have been a huge play. But they're going to mark that as the final play of this first quarter. We'll take it. 28-0 is your score. The Paola Panthers dominant here over Bonner on this first game of the 2020 season. And the first one ever here on Paola Sports Live. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Panther football on Paola Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works.
Back over here to Paola as the Bonner Springs Braves are deep inside their own territory, as they had a negative play of 1 yard on their first snap and then an incomplete pass, a long one, probably one of their better looking plays. But now they will start deep, or actually come back and start the second quarter deep inside their own territory. Smith, in fact, almost entirely inside of his goal line. He's going to throw. He's got his man. He had the guy he wanted earlier. That's going to be close to a first down on the pitch and catch to Hervey from Smith. And they're going to put it right on the 15-yard line. It's a 9.5-yard pitch and catch. But it's going to be short, I believe, of a first down. They're going to give it to him. That's a 28-0 score first down is what that is. That's we're going to go ahead and give it to them because they're trailing by 4 scores already to start the second quarter. And it'll be a first down and 10 here for the Braves. I believe their first down of the ball game. Blitz coming by Williams off the near side, and he nearly gets there, but he doesn't. But he's got some help from the backside. Those two guys came from either side. A nice play there by Caden Ramey. And Graves on the carry, but Ramey all over it. Backside was Williams coming on a little bit of a blitz, and they're going to give him 1 yard on the carry. Going to bring up second down and 9 for Bonner. Smith lets his guy go. He's going to fling it out there to him. That's Wiley, and it's going to be incomplete.
Pass ball's incomplete, intended to number 10, Carter Wiley. May have been tipped by number 10.
And it will bring up a third down and 9 for the Braves. Did get an update down the road. Spring Hill, Lewisburg, scoreless in the second quarter. Not quite as many fireworks as we've had so far in this one. It's just been a rock'em sock'em for Paola. Wide receiver short to the near side in the slot, 1 to the far side, 2 near side as well. Smith picks it up off the turf. It's intercepted, pulled out of the air. He's got a little bit of running room as well into the end zone. It's a pick 6 for the Panthers. Leighton Moore threw his old paws up there and ripped it out of the sky. That was on him in a hurry. A little bit of instinct just to get his hands up to get it, and pulled it down and made it work. About a 15-yard return after the interception. And the defense gets on the board here on the interception by Leighton Moore. With 10:29 to go in this first half. Point after attempt forthcoming. Snaps back, holds down, kick is on its way, and it's good.
Robinson snap is back.
Hyde's 4 for 4. Panthers are 5 for 5 from the PAT game. And the route's officially on. 10:29 to go here in the first half. We're back at 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
35-0. This time the defense doing the work. An interception and a 15-yard return on that interception for a pick six by Leighton Moore puts the Panthers up 35-0 here with 10:29 to go. And we are not in the first quarter. We are in the second quarter. There's a good return, best return of the ball game so far for
28 yards on the kickoff return for number 8.
Andrzejewski, rather. Gets that return all the way up to the 44-yard line. This will be some of the best field position of the ball game for Bonner. .22 to play in this first half. The tempo at which Paola plays, offensively and defensively, out on the field, ready to go. Offensively in the run game, ready to go up the line of scrimmage. When they get a little head of steam going, it's right back on the ball, right back on the ball, right back on the ball. It's refreshing. I haven't seen it quite that clean in a while in some of the games I've called over the last few years. It would be overwhelming for another team to be prepared for that type of tempo and just, we're ready to go, let's roll. 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side, 1 man to the left of Smith. He's going to let it fly again, throws it out, he's got his man. They're going to say incomplete, however, as it's intended for Ameo. He traps it, and it will be incomplete, bring up second down and 10. And it's one thing, too, in practice you would have a very tough time, I think, repping that, to be prepared for the tempo. You just have to have your JV just run as fast as they possibly can to be ready. They bring 6 all over the place. That is just swarming. First guy there was Jake Carr, and Jake Carr's a load. Jake Carr's the full-grown man, and he got there in a hurry, but there was a bunch of other guys coming just about as fast. Isaac Brackner, and then, of course, those big fellas up front have done a nice job of just maintaining that line of scrimmage. One of those guys that I would not want to have to try to block is Daquan Rogers. That is a big dude as well, right over the football. It's a loss of 4 on the play. And to bring up a 3rd down and 14 here for the Braves. Smith with the running back to his right. He's just going to let one fly. That's a pretty nice ball. I mean, he just turned and let it roll, and he's going to get a penalty to help him out. They're going to call a penalty. That ball was never had any chance really of getting caught, but Nick Walker got a hold of that wide receiver over there, and they're going to probably call a hold out there, and this will be the biggest play of the ball game for the Braves. 9:46 to play in this opening half of football. Again, just super thrilled to be here. I know these kids are too, administrators, coaches. Talked to Coach Dumper. Just so much uncertainty, so much trepidation and fear. And the fact that they decided to do it, and let's just hope it maintains and everybody stays healthy, and we'll keep going. First time into Panther territory for the Braves as they've got it down to the 45-yard line. 1st down and 10. Here's Smith with his feet at the 50. Again, he's going to try to run that same play. Good double move, got his guy, but now he's flushed, and it's Carr again, gobbling up the quarterback. Another loss of about 3-4 yards, as maybe lucky to get back to anything. It is officially a loss of 4 on the scramble. And quarterback loses 4 yards on that one. Back to the 49-yard line. It's kind of a 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Actually, it's more like 1 step forward, 2 steps back for the Braves here so far in the first half of this one. Now clock winding down on the play clock to 5. Here's a snap to Smith. Kick it out to his option man. And he is brought down. I think a penalty flag's going to come in. I think we're going to have a face mask. He got a big old handful of it. Helmet came off. And I think that's getting a hold of him is Brock Pitzer. And so another penalty is going to be a big one for the Braves and move them forward. That was a toss sweep out for Peyton Parks. There's a couple guys on this team certainly that look like they can play. Bonner Springs doesn't look completely outmatched physically necessarily, but I don't feel like maybe they just have the parts put together quite yet, but that personal foul face mask, I mean, they've gotten a chunk of yardage, one on a pass interference and now one on a face mask all the way down inside the 35. This ball is going to be placed for play at the 32-yard line. And Coach Dumpert wants to talk about it. Timeout, first one called for the Panthers. We'll take it. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football on Paola Sports Live.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
$8:54 to play in this first half. It's been all Paola here against the Bonner Springs Braves. Paola preseason ranking, kpreps.com has them as the number 2 team in Class 4A. Smith, little quarterback dive on first down and 10 across the 30 up near the, they're going to give him forward progress. They're going to call it forward progress at the 30-yard line, so it's only going to be a gain of 2. He falls forward for another couple yards, but you're going to back it up to the 30-yard line. Again, if you're just now getting us, the reason the Braves are so far down, they had a pass interference play that held with a big one on a third down, and then they had a face mask penalty on a first down play that put them all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And right now, the deepest they've been in Panther territory, as there's a, at the 30-yard line, turn, handoff, little counter action. Now this is the biggest play of the game they've had, and it's a nice run off the right side by Amarian Graves. Graves going to pick up about 10 yards up to the 20-yard line, and that is going to be one of their biggest plays of the game on the carry by Graves. Snaps back. They go a little tempo as well. Back to Graves. Another big run by Graves on a little toss sweep. Back-to-back 10-yard. This one's going to be 10 yards plus, maybe 11. And Panthers don't like it. They're on their heels once again. As another run by Graves of we call them 11 yards, so back-to-back 10-plus yard plays. Once again, do appreciate the community, area businesses throughout this region jumping on board. GoBrawley.com. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678, 4678, or visit GoBrawley.com. Appreciate them jumping on board and all the other businesses that are helping us out. If you're interested, look us up on Facebook. Hit us up. We'll talk to you. Really good opportunity for getting in front of a lot of people because of limited crowd sizes and a lot of venues, certainly away games, and we will be happy to talk to you about some of our advertising packages. First down and goal. Can you believe it? Here inside the 10-yard line for Smith. Turn, handoff. Why not? Go to Graves. Go till it stops working. And almost doesn't work there. Maybe a gain of a yard, yard and a half. Third straight carry by Graves. So maybe a yard, yard and a half. Second down and goal from the 8-yard line now.
The 8-yard line.
2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Graves to the left. Going to pass, throw it up high for the big fella. And it's nearly intercepted as he stuck his paw out there and knocked it down, knocked out of the air for the Panthers by Brock Pitzer. Pass again intended for Cortland Hervey. It'll bring up a third down and goal now for the Braves from the 8-yard line. Kicker comes down, makes his way, so they might have a kicker. Going to throw it to Hervey. Catches it. He is stroked, belted. Nice play again for the Panthers from that far side, in that corner spot.
Just inside the 5-yard line.
And that was Nick Walker. And that's what you got to do right there. You can't get beat behind you. He had a nice play defensively earlier when they were going at Hervey, and this time he's in front of him. And so now back-to-back-to-back timeouts as well we've had on this drive. And so the Braves, I think, recognizing this may be one of their best opportunities to score, they're going to talk about it. We will too. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Paola football on Paola Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Well, the Braves talk about it, maybe discuss perhaps that this might be their best opportunity to get points. And now they line up, look like they're going to run a field goal. Now they're going to go to Smith. He's going to run the pass, now flushed, all over him, sacked all the way back. And just a ton of pressure. I think Garrett Williams may be the first guy through there as Williams comes flying in there. And a turnover on downs after all that. So the penalties help them out. Then they get a couple of big plays. A 10-yard run by Graves, an 11-yard run by Graves, and then eventually ends in that sack by Williams. And a turnover on downs as Paola now will take over this drive from their own 15-yard line. Here with 7:02 to go in this first half. One wide receiver near side, one to the far side, two wings as well, one man in the backfield. A late defender coming in. They're going to let one fly, throwing it out for his defender. Good coverage, really nice coverage there for the Braves by Jaden Robinson. And pass was intended for Bo Robinson. So Robinson's the wide receiver, Robinson's the defender. That's not easy, confusing. Stops the clock with 6:55 to play in the first half. Probably just trying to feel some things out. You got one-on-one coverage over here. There's no way there's going to be a help. It's just man against man, see if you can get it open. And that time, the Braves defender had that one figured out. I formation this time, though. Audi, the fullback. Turn, handoff. Blackie breaks one tackle. A little bit open running room, and here he goes. Down the field he goes, across the 40, across the 50, across the 40 again. Now 30, 20. He's going to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. It is an 85-yard touchdown run by Blackie, an 85-yard touchdown run. Man, he made one guy miss at the line of scrimmage, and Giovanni Blackie did the rest after that. Cut back against the grain and right down Broadway as the biggest play of the game. On the second play of that snap. And adds to this lead, 41-0. Here's 6:41 to play. Hyde to kick it, snaps back, holds down, kick is on its way. This one had maybe a little bit of a hand on it, but it goes through again. They're low, but they're effective. And 42-0 is your score with 6:41 to play in this first half. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football. Camera operator appreciated Lady Gaga out there, played by Mr. Hines. Somebody needs a poker face in this one. 42-0. The rout's on here in this one, as Audi will kick it away for the Panthers. They've had a couple good returns this time. Andrew Jeske going to get on the sidelines, and he will have another good return. He's been a bright spot for them, Andrew Jeske, and he will return it all the way across, about a 35-yard return. And it'll be just shy, actually, of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's where they will start this drive. And Bonner on their last offensive drive, that was the most plays they've had. 11 plays. And it went all the way down inside. It was a first and goal opportunity for them, but just could not capitalize on it and couldn't get it the extra. That last 5 yards, man, that sometimes can be a lot of work. And that turned out to be too much for them, as they will start here with 6:35 to go in this first half. First and 10 from the 48. Wide receiver far side, 3 to the near side. Running back just to the right of Smith is Graves. Smith going to keep it all the way on himself down the line of scrimmage. Good run by Smith. Good, hard run, dragging defenders. And closing down was a big fella for the Panthers. Daquan Rogers, he's there, just didn't quite wrap up. He would have had a nice play right at the line of scrimmage. Doing what he's supposed to do is squeezing that hole, but not able to do enough to get it to stop. And a big, nice run there for the quarterback, Smith, as he picks up 6, brings up 2nd down and 4. Snap back, turn, handoff Graves. Graves through a nice hole. He'll be close to a first down. It's going to be, I believe, enough for a first down, a gain of 4 on that run by Graves.
For the carry, number 53, Isaac Brackner at the tackle for the Panthers.
And it will move the chains for another first down. They went a good portion of this game so far without a first down. And right now they do have a couple of first downs on some runs. The last drive they did, and they got some from penalties as well. Trips to the near side, wide receiver far side. That's Hervey. Watch him. Here's Smith. Turn, handoff. Graves, nope, nothing doing, as he is swallowed up once again. Again, helping out. And first guy there, Brock Pitzer. And some other guys helping out as well, Grant Solano. And it's going to be a big loss in the play.
2nd down and 12.
A loss of about 2, as it brings up 2nd down and 12. They have played a good portion of this game behind the line of scrimmage as that Panther defense. A little pressure showing from the near side. They're going to blow it dead. If that was a delay of game, perhaps. Nope, illegal procedure. False start against the offense. That's going to back them up 5 more yards. It will be a 2nd and 17 when they set that ball for play. Just inside Panther territory at the 49. Clock winds with 5:10 now to play in this first half. I'll have a halftime show for you in just a little bit. We'll talk about this first half and recap it. Here's a pass. Oh, Hervey had it. Another good ball. Maybe take a little mustard off of it from the quarterback Smith, but a pretty good pass, and probably should have been caught by Hervey. Instead it falls incomplete. And it brings up 3rd down and 17 here for the Braves. We'll recap this first half. At halftime, we'll try to get some scores from around the area as well to talk about, get things set up for the second half. I would expect we will see a continuous clock in the 4th quarter of this ball game if things maintain the way they are right now. Trip to the near side. Here's Smith throwing. Oh, over the middle, nearly caught. Another good play caught by Carter Wyther. They're going to call a penalty on that as well on the hit by Pitzer. As he was coming across, you could see at the last second he kind of tried to lay up, but not able to do so. And they're going to do probably a head-to-head hit, or it's going to be a big play nonetheless for the Panthers. It was 3rd down and 17. Yep. Personal foul. He tried to He tried to lay up, but, I mean, he was coming in anyways. It's hard to pull the brakes on it. I think you give the kid a little bit of credit for making an effort. But it'll be a 15-yard penalty. It was 3rd and 17. It still shouldn't be a first down, I don't believe. It'll probably bring up a 3rd down and 2 when they finally get this thing set. Just under 5 minutes to play. They'll get a free down at 15 yards, makes it 3rd and 2.
15-yard penalty.
I've done a lot of ball games. In fact, I've done a football game every year for 19 straight years, and the first one of the year is usually blistering hot, and it is a gorgeous night for high school football. It has been a welcome relief to some of the heat we've had over the last few weeks and even this week, but man, it is nice out there right now. Blitz comes again. Smith under pressure, rocked all the way back beyond the 40-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 8 yards on the sack on a 3rd and 2. They had a chance, and Pitzer, who's having himself a really good ball game, they bring a little pressure off the edge, and then I think too much focus maybe from the Bonner Springs gets out there, and the middle breaks down or the backside breaks down, and they just have nowhere to go with it. Smith probably a little quick to curl up at the fetal position, but he didn't have a lot of time. 4th down, they're going to punt it away most likely here as he gets the quick kick. That's a good one if that dies. Nice bounce. And it eventually, does he get help? He does. They're going to call it dead right there. Just at the 1-yard line. That quick kick's been pretty good for him. That was the first time they kind of pinned him down deep inside their own territory on a quick kick earlier. And anytime your quarterback is your punter, you can do some of that stuff. And so Paola, their worst field position, you can't get much worse than this at the 1-yard line. But the way they played this first half, I'm not sure it's a real concern for them. First down and 10 from the 1-yard line. Williams will go under center. He's going to throw a little pass, a little slant over the middle. It's caught. That was a pop and winging out there. And maybe a little unconventional for first and goal from the one. A lot of times you try to get a little bit of room, but Bo Robinson catches that one on a dime. It's a gain of 7 on that play. And now a little breathing room. Bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Panthers. Send a man in motion. That's Pitzer. Handoff backside, though, for Audie. And he's going to be across the 10-yard line, maybe a gain of a yard and a half. Up across the 10. Will bring up a 3rd down and short. I'm not sure how many 3rd downs the Panthers have even had tonight. Not very many. And this will bring up one right here.
Gain of 2.
As it'll bring up a 3rd down and very short.
3rd down and
just
short.
Across the 10. And a hard count.
They flag down on the field.
It's just, are we more disciplined than you are? That's all that play is. It's can my offensive line stay in their stance when they're foaming at the mouth, trying to go as hard as they can, but they've got to hold it. Can I hold my stance just a little bit longer than the defensive player can? Who's more disciplined? That's all that is. And so far, Paola has proven to be a little bit more so. And that moves it across the 15, just across the 15 on a 5-yard penalty and first down. Rolling on the play action. Lets it fly. Man wide open. It is Pitzer. Down the sidelines it goes. Can he pull away? He cuts back against the grain, and he does. He's off and running. We had an 85-yard touchdown run. Now how about an 85-yard touchdown pass from Garrett Williams to Brock Pitzer. And those are some pretty big chunk plays. It's the 2nd passing touchdown of the ball game for Garrett Williams. He's also got 4 rushing touchdowns. And now Pitzer, who's having himself a really good defensive ball game. That's going to be it's going to end up being officially a 3-play, 99-yard drive, capped off on an 85-yard touchdown pitch and catch from Garrett Williams to Pitzer. And the point after attempt is good. They've been perfect there as well as elsewhere. And it's a 49-0 game at halftime. 3:03, in fact, still to go in halftime. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Once again, a three-play, 99-yard drive. Garrett Williams to Brock Pitzer. And that followed up the last drive, an 85-yard touchdown run by Giovanni Blackie. They had a drive where they drove it down there as well, but boy, they've got it in chunks the last couple of times. And it'll be returned. Keep kicking it over there to Andrew Jeske. And another good return by Andrew Jeske, probably one of the bright spots. I mean, if you got to pick a player of the game right now for them, it's probably him. Good return across the 35 up to the 36. As we'll start there here with, we don't start the clock on kickoffs for some reason. So it was 3:03 when they started that one. There was 3:03 when they start the drive. So a little bit of time's got to go off the clock whenever they start that kick, touch the ball. As soon as they touch it, not that it matters all that much, but. Again, halftime show coming up in just a little bit. We'll talk about this one. We will recap things, let you know how all these scores happened. And then we will maybe look around the area, try to find some area scores to talk about as well. Smith at quarterback. He'll turn, hand off, and just nothing doing. Boy, right on top of it in a hurry is the big fella. Daquan Rogers. Rogers was just there. It was not, at no moment was he not already in the backfield. Like, it was as soon as the ball was snapped, he appeared almost like a magician just beyond the line of scrimmage, right on top of the ball carrier. That was pretty impressive. That's whipping your man. And he did a nice job of that. It's a loss of 3 on the play to bring up a second down and 13. Turn, hand off. Smith trying to pick his way. Nice carry up across the 35 up to the 34-yard line. A nice big play there for them. Gain of about 7 or 8 yards. Tackle made by Dylan Miller for the Panthers. Downfield a little bit, but it brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Braves. Under 2 minutes to play here in this first half. Smith in that pistol. Parks to his left. Now pressure coming. Nearly breaks the first one. It's going to be a nice sack there as they sack him all the way back as it's brought down by number 26, Carson Cleghorn. And they are just going the wrong direction. Going to bring up a 4th down and 15 here for the Braves. They just want some time to run off the clock. They'll kick this probably within a minute, with just in under a minute to go in this first half. 2 wide receivers near side, 2 to the far side. Yep, it's partially blocked. He tried that quick kick again, and it's going to be knocked dead there by Andrew Jeske, but partially blocked on the quick kick. And by number 8, Andrew Jeske. Panthers will have excellent field position once again as they will start at the Bonner 42-yard line. Here with 53 seconds to play. I don't expect anything real fancy by Paola, probably a couple of dive plays and go to the house. And there's different schools of thoughts on a first game blowout. do you learn much about your team? Probably not. You know that they're ready to come out and physically ready to go, but sometimes coaches are like, I almost would like a little bit of test. They want to win. You want to win that first one for sure, and so you probably don't trade a win for experience. But when you're up by nearly 100 by halftime, it's a question as to whether or not you completely have an idea of who you are as a team after one play, and they're just going to go victory and take a couple knees and go to halftime. Again, coming up here on the halftime show, we'll recap this first half, run through every score, and let you know how we got to where we are. We will try to get some scores from around the area, preview next week as well, preview the second half of this one, and get things going in the second half. Again, I fully expect in the fourth quarter of this one to see a continuously running clock. First time I broadcast a game up here in Paola since my first year broadcasting 18 years ago. And the Girard Trojans came up here to Paola, and they lost that one. Paola was dominant back then. They're dominant here in this one. And we'll talk more about it here on the halftime show when we return in 2 minutes. At the break, the Paola Panthers dominant over the Bonner Springs Braves, 49-0. We'll talk about it next. You're watching Panther Football on Paola Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial-grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
Come and visit us at HersInc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Back out here at halftime of this one. We'll recap this first half in just a moment. I do want to give props to that band as well and let you see a little bit of their performance. I know a lot of people are unable to come here, and limited crowd, again, limited numbers for everybody. And so here's a little bit of that Panther marching band. Nice performance there by the band. We're at halftime again. The Paola Panthers on top of the Bonner Springs Braves here at halftime by that score you see there, 49-0. And we'll see how we got to where we are. Bonner would start this ball game with the football. They would go 3 and out. A big sack on the play by Grant Solano would force a punt on the opening drive. Lots of punts for Bonner. Paola would take that first drive. They would go 5 plays and 43 yards, had great field position, took a little less than a minute off the clock, capped off with a 7-yard touchdown run by Garrett Williams, a punt by Bonner on the next drive. Then the Panthers make short work of a short field again, 41-yard drive on 2 plays, capped off with a 28-yard touchdown pitch and catch from Garrett Williams to Brock Pitzer. It would be the first of what will be 2 touchdown catches between those two men. 8:04 to play in the first quarter. It was 14-0. Into the next drive, another punt. This time Paola takes it at their own 20, their worst field position of the first half at that point. And they put together a nice little drive, 7-yard run. They had a 31-yard pitch and catch, a 9-yard run. Good work that time on that drive by Giovanni Blackie as he had 4 carries for a combined 28 yards on just that drive. And then a 5-yard touchdown run by Garrett Williams with 3:36 to play. Point after attempt was good. 8-play, 80-yard drive capped off on that touchdown run by Williams. Made it 21-0. Bonner would be forced to punt and would fumble a little bit and have a sack. And the Panthers would have excellent field position at the 23-yard line. They would make pretty quick work of that as they would drive it down and then punch it in on a 1-yard run by Garrett Williams with 37 seconds to play. This was the first quarter, by the way. 28-0 at the first quarter. An interception was next. Bonner Springs would start at their own 5-yard line. They would have a nice big run and then have an incomplete pass, and then the very next pass, a beautiful pick by Leighton Moore. Jumped in it, just threw those hands up, snatched it out of the air, and returned it 16 yards for a touchdown on the pick six with 10:29 to play in the first half. It was 35-0. Bonner would have probably their best drive of the ball game after that as they started at their own 44, their best field position. They get it into Panther territory for the first time. Had a face mask penalty that helped, a pass interference that helped, and a couple of big runs of 20 yards apiece, or 10 yards apiece rather, and 11 yards by Graves. but eventually they do turn it over on downs with 7:02 rather to play in the first half. Panthers would start at their own 15, their worst field position this time, but 2 plays later, they're waltzed into the end zone on an 85-yard touchdown run by Giovanni Blackie with 6:41 to play in the first half. It was 42-0. Bonner would start at their own 48-yard line with 6:35 to play. They would sack, incomplete pass, and then they would do a nice punt on a quick kick with 4:11 to play. That beautiful punt pinned up the Panthers all the way down to their own 1-yard line. And, back against the wall, what do? Well, a 7-yard pass completed to Bo Robinson, gave him a little bit of room, and then the very next play, an 85-yard pitch and catch. Actually, a 2-yard run, then an 85-yard pitch and catch from Garrett Williams to Brock Pitzer once again, his second receiving touchdown of the ball game. He's also had a very good defensive game, so has Williams. With 3:03 to play, it's 49-0. Bonner would get it back, not much doing. They would end it on a sack, and then the Panthers with good field position starting at the Bonner 42 would take 2 knees on it, and that's how we would go to the locker room. We'll step away, take another quick break. We come back, we'll talk about some area matchups. When we return, you're watching Panther football on Paola Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast, priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works. Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Back out here, Paola High School. We're at halftime of this one. Football team probably start making their way out here in just a little bit. Had senior night earlier tonight. Recognized all those fall sports athletes and participants in activities. And nice to have that. Again, just excited to be an opportunity to just be here and have a little normalcy. We were talking about this, some of the other broadcasters we work with, and just when you put those headsets on, it's just your opportunity to kind of block out the world and focus on a task at hand. And hopefully we've done an okay job with it tonight. And it's been a dominant ball game for sure by the Paola Panthers, as they are all over the Bonner Springs Braves here in this opening game. A few scores of note, perhaps, so we'll walk around and try to find some in the area. Halftime score, Perry LeCompton 41-0 over Jeff West. Spring Hill in the third quarter, they were leading at 14-8. I flipped over to our Lewisburg Sports Live channel, and they had just scored, I believe just a moment ago, did Lewisburg, and so making that one a little more interesting, perhaps. You can watch that if you would like later or now. You can go over SpringHillSportsLive.com or LewisburgSportsLive.com and check out that broadcast. Burlington 22-0 over Wellsville, a relatively area ball game. Piper all over Ottawa, at Ottawa. Piper playing all road games, 41-0. All their uncertainty in their year, and they're leading 41-0. That big matchup I talked about, halftime, Mill Valley 35-7 over Derby. Derby, the defending 6A state champions. Mill Valley, the defending 5A state champions. And Mill Valley leads at 35-7 at halftime. That is a surprising score, in my opinion. Elsewhere around the area, Anderson County, just down the road, 21-6 over Parsons. In that matchup, Tonganoxie was, I believe, all over Baser earlier when I was checking out that one. And Tonganoxie ranked number 4 in Class 4A as well. Those are some of the scores. Trying to see if we got a few more. Iola 6-0 over Osawatomie at halftime. DeSoto, nice one for Coach Brian King, right now leading by 2 scores at Lawrence against Lawrence Free State, 28-14 in that one. Yeah, Tonki was leading 28-14 in the second quarter over Baser Linwood. And some of the area scores for you here at halftime. Right now, though, the one that matters is the Bonner Springs Braves on top of, the Paola Panthers on top of the Bonner Springs Braves. Sorry about that. Here at halftime, 49-0. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back, start to get you ready for your second half right here on Paola Sports Live.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast. Affordable with plans starting at just $34.95. No throttling, no tricks. More upload speed and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley, it just works.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me. So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Welcome back out here to Paola High School. BJ Harris with you alongside me, camera operator Q Harris, and it is the Paola Panthers all over the Bonner Springs Braves 49-0 here as we get ready to start the third quarter of play. As it has been all Paola in this ball game. And Paola going to start the second half as well. Good kick. Man, that is a good one by the kicker. They have not kicked off yet. Now they do. Good return. Penalty flag comes in there. A nice return by Isaac Myers, but I believe a penalty flag probably going to cost the Panthers a little bit of field position. See where they end up marking this one. That was their first kickoff. It was a pretty good kick. Number 99, Mason Sprague, kicked that one down inside the 10. So the penalty will back up the Panthers to start this drive at their own 21-yard line. Here with 11, and now they're going to have running clock. I thought it was just fourth quarter. They're going to have running clock for starting now. And they will start it here at the 21. Turn, handoff, and a good play there defensively for Bonner. Run there by Pitzer, going to fall forward for a couple of yards. I imagine we'll see the starters come in and do this first drive. They're going to be a hurry up. Second down and 8. And they pull a guy off sides. The guy off the edge was just kind of chomping at the bit. Panthers rush to the line of scrimmage, get that hard count, and easy 5. And that'll move them forward. Bring up a second down and 3. Turn, handoff. Nice big carry there, Audie. And Audie going to go all the way across the 40-yard line. It's going to be a 13-yard pickup by Audie. And he hits the hole hard. And he hits the hole hard, and then he just keeps those legs churning. I mean, he is a load. He's not somebody – he gets to the second level, and those guys are not going to like making a tackle on a big old trunk. He's got big legs down there at the bottom to just keep driving forward. Split back in the backfield. Wide receiver far side, 2 tight ends. Quarterback keeper Williams, and he has stroked. That was a very good play, defended, well defended on that keeper. Guy who stepped up a couple of times. I've seen it, Antonio Caballero for the Braves. It's a 2-yard carry by Williams. I've lost track. Williams, I think, 2 passing touchdowns for sure, 4 rushing touchdowns in this one. That's a pretty good night here to begin your senior season. Option, good pull by Williams. Cuts back against the grain. He's got a first down and more as he sells a bus ticket, gives a little bit of a ride there. Another 13-yard pickup for the Panthers by Garrett Williams. And it's up to the inside Bonner Springs territory now to the 45-yard line. Hurry to the line of scrimmage again. Just that quick hitter right up the middle. And it's going to be a just quarterback keeper, simple play. Get behind those big fellas and let them lead you to the promised land. He picks up 6 yards on that carry. And it will bring up a second down and 4, 3 straight runs for Garrett Williams, combined 21 yards on those carries. One wide receiver, far side, turn, handoff. This time Blackie going to get through there on the left side. Does he have enough for the first down? I believe he does. It's going to be close. Nope, that's Audie rather, sorry. Audie gets past there. Blackie coming into the ball game for the Panthers, and that's going to be close enough. They're going to talk about it, and they're going to give it to him. And that was a 4-yard carry by Audie. Pitzer comes out as Blackie comes in. Wide receiver near side. It's been Robinson this evening. Good little corner out here as it kind of kept Robinson in check in this ball game. I formation. Second guy through. Blackie, big hole again. Cuts against the grain. Official gets stroked. Blackie on his feet at the 5-4. Touchdown. Panthers. That umpire got rolled up, and it is a 35-yard touchdown run by Giovanni Blackie. He had an 85-yard touchdown earlier, now 35 yards, so that's over 100 yards and 2 carries. He's had a few others as well, and that puts it over 55 points now with a point after attempt forthcoming. With that running clock, I don't really know. Time of possession is kind of a moot point, over 4 minutes now. As the snap's forthcoming. Snap back, hold down, kick on its way. Another low one, but another good one. Boy, they have been consistent there. 56-0 is your score. A 35-yard touchdown run by Giovanni Blackie puts the Panthers up over 100. We're over half 100. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Panther football on Paola Sports Live.
Are you ready for a new kind of internet? Then it's time for Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Reliable and fast, priced right, with plans starting at $34.95. No throttling, no tricks, more upload speed, and the best service. Just ask our customers. Experience a new kind of internet. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. Go Brawley. It just works.
Panthers opening drive of the second half goes 8 plays, 80 yards, or 7 plays, 80 yards. About 4 minutes long. Capped off on a 35-yard touchdown run by Giovanni Blackie, his second touchdown score of the ball game. Makes it 56-0. Again, running clock here in this third quarter. The second half will go quickly. I told you we'd be home by 9:30, and I'm probably going to stick to it. The way this game's quickly going by, all the way halfway through this third quarter. Andrew Jeski's been a bright spot for Bonner as he's had some really good returns. That time picking his way through again, still on his feet, leans forward across the 30, up near the 32, 33-yard line is where a 23-yard return by Andrew Jeski. And they will start at their own 33-yard line. You got the loudest thing at the concession stand you could get. Tortilla chips, of all things. Okay. This is one of those one-sided conversations. I get to talk to you, but because you don't have a microphone, you don't get to talk to me. I like it. It's the way I like to work. 56-0 is your score. Bonner has just been slow to get out to start drives all night long. That's a concern. I mean, literally, Paola's been out there lined up, ready to go on this play for a good portion of time. And now Bonner just now getting out there. In fact, I wrote down 5 minutes. It has been 46 seconds since they set the ball for play. And here they come. Smith in it, still at that quarterback spot. Turn, handoff Graves, has to bubble out. Pressure coming, breaks one tackle, lowers that shoulder, breaks through another one. A good concerted effort there by Graves Amari and Graves, a nice run there of about 9. Nope, they're going to bring it back a little bit, about 8 yards on the carry.
Tackler number 1, Jake Carr.
And Graves has been a bright spot for them as well. He's a guy that's he'll pick up some yardage this year in the conference, certainly against some of those mid-range teams whenever Bonner matches up with them. But this has been a tough defense for Paola. Turn, handoff again. Oh, tackled perhaps in the backfield. He kept those legs driving, though. And he's going to end up, look like it was going to be nothing, get 1 yard to bring up a third down for the Braves.
Down to 1 to go. Bonner Springs, 42-yard line.
So 3rd down and 1. Trying to pick up a first down the hard way. Nope. There's been a bunch of pressure from the edges. And this time, Pitzer comes in hard. Also coming in was Audi on the edges. Pitzer a little bit shaken up on the play, perhaps cramps. About the 3rd quarter last night in the first game that we did, it was every play. I think it's probably 8 plays in a row they had to stop for cramping. And that is part of it early in the season. Humid. Even though it's a little bit nicer tonight than it was last night, you still get some of that humidity. We had some area scores I mentioned, some things to certainly keep up on. We'll try to get maybe a few more of those as we go into the 4th quarter as well. Make sure you join us coming up next week as the Panthers will make that short trip up Highway 169 at Spring Hill, and then a good matchup, circle it for the 18th back here in Paola as Tonganoxie comes to town. And if they can hold off Baser, I would suspect Tongi will be in a pretty good position. They'll be against Lewisburg next week. Hopefully, perhaps take care of them there, and then you may have 2 undefeated teams, 2 of the top-ranked teams in Class 4A meeting here in a couple of weeks. And so we'll see how things go. But right now, that's what we're looking forward to in the near future. 4th down and 2. They're going to go for it. They're going to get it. And a good hard run there. He needed 2. Ends up getting 9 or 8 on the carry. On the carry by Peyton Parks. And an 8-yard pickup. Rogers comes up with the tackle for Paola up at near midfield. Handoff again. Good cut back there by Parks. Parks back against the grain up and a 9-yard pickup for him as he cuts backside. It wasn't designed to go that way, but good vision by him to cut it back that way. And so a 9-yard pickup by Parks. And they're going to give them all 10 of it. And so a first down and 10 at the 41-yard line. Inside Panther territory. Here's a pass. Lets it fly down the sidelines. Wants Hervey. And good position there by the defender. Just stepping in front of him. Nice job getting over there and making a play on the football as coverage is there by Maxwell Douglas. He was stride for stride with Parks and then got on the inside hip of him and was able to knock that down. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Braves. Again, running clock here in this 3rd quarter. They'll do it again in the 4th quarter, 56-0. Panthers led from the word go. I think they scored on every offensive possession. I'm pretty sure they've scored on every offensive possession they've had it.
Short loss on the play. The ball carrier is number 44, Peyton Park.
I believe they've punted in this ball game, which is pretty hard to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've scored on every one. No gain there. Bring up 3rd down and 10 now for the Braves. Jay Smith under duress, and he is knocked back. There's some younger guys getting some opportunities out there. And another sack. Jack Earlywine getting in there and making a play for the Panthers. And it'll bring up a 4th down, another punting situation. I talked with Coach a little bit about the success they've had recently and long runs in the playoffs, that how much that helps the depth of the youngsters. But games like this also, having some blowouts every once in a while, it's not great for video. It's not great for a broadcaster, but it certainly gives those kids, some young guys, some experience that other teams perhaps don't have the advantage to do, and therefore can't develop that depth. So we will see how things go into the fourth quarter, but it's been all Paola tonight in this inaugural broadcast of Paola Sports Live in the first game of the 2020 season. You're watching it right here on your home for Paola High School Athletics, Paola Sports Live.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
56-0 your score here as we start this fourth quarter. Carry on the near side. Out of bounds goes the Panthers' number 21, Leighton Moore. Moore with a pick six in this ball game on the defensive side from that middle position. And he gets a 5-yard pickup in this one. Wide receiver near side, one to the far side. Again, some youngsters in there. Quarterback for the Panthers will be number 16, Ryan Sloan. And the tailback, as we just mentioned a moment ago, will be Leighton Moore. Two wings, man will go in motion. He'll turn, hand it off again to Moore, and he's got more and a lot more. Up the field he goes, across the 35. Is he going to outrun him? He will not. Across the 15, up near the 14-yard line, and he was tracked down. That was a big old run there for them as that was up to the 35, all the way down to the 15. That is a big chunk of yards, a 55-yard run by Moore, I believe. Oh, now they back it up to the 15. Yeah, there it is. I think it's 55 yards.
Back up to the 15 now. First down and 10.
50 yards. A 50-yard run. 50-yard run by Moore. All the way to the 15. Now, this might be the first penalty on the offense. Certainly the first false start, I believe, of the ball game for the Panthers. They had a face mask and a pass interference defensively, but I think that's the first offensive penalty we've seen from Paola to back them up 5 yards. Again, some of these youngsters in there. And so it's first and 15 from the 20-yard line. Toss sweep near side again for Moore. He is a load, another one. They've got some beef in that running back spot. We saw a heavy dose of Audie early on across the 10. It's a 10, maybe 11-yard pickup. 11-yard gain up to the 10, 9-yard line.
Mark him at the 9, gain of 6.
And it will bring up a second down and 4 now for the Panthers. They've packed it in tight. Just feed the beast. This is a new running back. They'll try to pick his way. Not much there. Well defended for the Braves. Carry was 26 for the Panthers, Carson Cleghorn. And it gets 1 yard. And it'll bring up a third down and 3 now for the Panthers. We're running clock here in this fourth quarter. Turn, handoff, picking his way through it. He's got the first down, does more and a little bit more, but it's going to be just shy of a goal line. He's up to the 2-yard line. It's a good run there by Moore, a gain of about 6 yards, 7 yards. He's had 4 of the 5 carries in this drive that started back at their own 29-yard line, but a carry of 5 yards, a carry of 50, one of 11. There's one of 6, And now he is knocking on the door. I would be real surprised if they don't give it to 21. Instead, they want to talk about it. A little out of sorts as the quarterback, Sloan, was asking for some help. Bonner ends up actually taking the timeout. Looked like Paola was the ones out of sorts. Timeout, we'll take it. We're back in 30. You're watching Panther football.
Online pharmacies can be dangerous. You may get a fake drug, your condition may get worse, or you may experience a bad reaction. Don't put your health at risk. To learn how to find an online pharmacy that's safe and legal, visit fda.gov/BeSafeRx. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Bonner ends up actually taking the timeout. And it will be Panthers knocking on the door. As it is 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Again, I would be real surprised if they don't turn around and hand it to Moore. Turn, handoff, there he is. Behind that offensive line, driving into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Panther touchdown.
As they just add to the lead. Again, on that one, it was a heavy dose of Leighton Moore, as he had all but one carry on that drive. He had 5 carries. He had most of those 71 yards on the ground, including a big 50-yarder. Kicks up, and it's good. And so with little under 8 minutes to go in this ball game, it is 63-0. I've done my fair share of games, a couple hundred probably, and I have not eclipsed the 60-0 mark very often. I think I had a radio broadcast one time that was 69-0, and those are difficult. Luckily with the video, it's still entertaining for some of y'all that are still watching. We appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with us. I think it'll be more entertaining next week. Coach Feedback and the Spring Hill Broncos, we'll see what they have. I don't believe these two teams played last year. Getting to play this year, however. And I think Coach Feedback's got that program turning the corner. They go back-to-back years. If they can hold off Lewisburg tonight on the road. They beat them last year, had to come back late in that ball game. If they can hold off Lewisburg tonight, then, boy, they will have a little bit of momentum, feeling good about themselves. And then Spring Hill going down and getting a win at Pittsburgh High in the playoffs last year was huge. So a little bit more confidence perhaps around that program. We'll see if they're going to be a test for this very good Paola team next week. Short kick, fielded at the 21 by Andrew Jeske, and he just comes with a head of storm, but a very sure tackle. Excellent open field tackle there for the Panthers by Carson Cleghorn, and just stopped him. He looked like he had a huge head of steam, and Cleghorn was like, nope, we're done. And he stops him at the 34-yard line. That's where Bonner will start this drive at their own 34. It is 14-14 in the fourth quarter. 5:35 to go in the fourth quarter over there between Lewisburg and Spring Hill. That is a good ball game to get things started off. Bonner back to Smith, and this time not going to be able to get going very far is Amarian Graves. Graves has had some pretty good runs at times, but that time it's a loss of 3. And it'll be bring up a 2nd down and 12. Again, running clock here, 5 minutes to go. Maybe one possession here for Bonner, and then a short and take a knee perhaps for Paola. We'll see how things go here over the next couple of snaps, but inevitably it will be a victory for the Panthers. They will start this season 1-0 once again, won 11 straight last year. There's a good pitch and catch. Smith getting out there. It's going to be a 13-yard pickup and a really good grab by Alex and Mayo coming up there and catching that with his hands up to the 45-yard line. A 13-yard pitch and catch. One of the best plays of the ball game for Bonner. And that will move the chains up to the 45, and that's where they'll start first down and 10 here. Inside 4 minutes to go. Or inside 5 minutes to go, rather. There's a 5-yard run, a full head of steam going forward. Another good tackle by Cleghorn. Along with it in there for the Panthers is Maxwell Douglas. Yeah, Graves picks up 5.
Gain of 5. Now
Second down and 5 from the 50-yard line here for the Panthers. Or for the Braves, rather. Low snap Smith. He'll swing it out here and dropped. It is a forward pass, just barely intended for Carter Wiley. He got a little spun around there and just never was able to look that ball in. Falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 5. Probably have a short post game. Typically we'll try to get Coach up here, but this being the first game of the year, and I'm not sure if I had that conversation with him about coming up here. We'll try to talk to him, and also 63-0. They're not going to be a whole heck of a lot for us to talk about. So, but we will try to, if you want to sponsor that post-game interview, we'd be happy to talk about that, and we'll interview him every time. Again, look us up on Facebook, Paola Sports Live, PaolaSportsLive@gmail.com as well if you want to find out more about being a part of these broadcasts. And yeah, things will get a little more competitive here after week number 1. It's a good run, though, for Bonner. Another gain of 10 yards. Inside Panther territory up to the 40-yard line.
Dalton Pysek there for the Panthers.
Dalton Pysek making the tackle for Paola. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Smith has done as best he can tonight. He'll swing it out there and try to do that again to Wiley, and that time it is on Smith. That ball never had a chance. And part of that, I still go back to, we saw it earlier, a rushed pass. I go back to the fact that I think he's been under so much stress that he just popped up and just wanted to get rid of that ball. And, in fact, he had plenty of time. He could have popped up, looked, got those shoulders squared to the sideline, and delivered a good pass on strike to Wiley, at least give a kid a chance. But it falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. This time they reverse out, running near side Smith, trying to cut back against the grain, and going to be hit and brought down and cut back a little bit of pressure initially by Grant Solano, and then a little bit of help by Isaiah Taylor for the Panthers. And Taylor drags him to the ground, a gain of 4. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for Bonner as we're under 2 minutes to play now here in this ball game.
36-yard line.
3rd down and 6. Smith, 5 yards deep. Just straight drop. Actually, doesn't even drop. Lets it fly. He's tried Herbie a few times. This time he goes in and gets it. They're going to call a penalty. Oof. Not sure about that one. Herbie. The argument that he might have is, the argument that the player might have is that they were in just as good position as the wide receiver was. And if that's the case, it's kind of every man for himself. But unfortunately, another big play going to be by way of a penalty. They've had a big face mask, a big pass interference earlier in this ball game, gave Bonner their only real opportunity. Bonner at one point had it 1st and goal at like the 9-yard line and couldn't punch it in. That was their only real opportunity. Went for it on 4th down, turned it over on downs. Those were helped out. Smith, pressure coming from backside, lets it go. That was thrown in a pretty good place. A little bit of contact up front delayed that route by Hervey, and he was not able to get there. That's what you got to do. You got to jam that guy at the line of scrimmage. Don't let him get off clean because they're going to throw that ball to a point. And if you can't get to that point in time, it's going to do just that and fall incomplete. 18 seconds could be the final play of this ball game. Let it fly. He's got his man. Mayo can't make the catch. And it falls incomplete. And that'll do it. Couple of passes incomplete. We'll close out this one. Again, running clock there. Panthers prove that they are worthy, at least in week 1, of that number 2 ranking. They will most likely keep that going into week number 2 against Spring Hill next week. We'll have that game for you here on Paola Sports Live. Be watching on our Facebook page as well as the school. We'll put out a full schedule this week, doing some volleyball as well, a soccer match as well. And so we'll put all those schedule of games that we'll be broadcasting. This is one of the weirder things that we've come up with in all this is no handshake after the game, after just playing each other and running into each other for an entire ball game. No handshake. I get it. I understand it. Eliminate as much risk as possible, but that is one of the more curious things that we've come up with in this time of COVID and the pandemic. So we do get one game in, though, and hopefully everybody stays healthy, and we're able to do another one coming up next week. We'll have it for you. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, recap this ball game, get out of here for tonight. Final score 63-0. Panthers roll over Bonner here on Paola Sports Live.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers,